Hello and welcome. It is me, Cy Rodriguez again, and I am back sharing with you again on my 21-day challenge to make a video every day and find something more from doing that. So I was reading some of the comments that were on some of my videos today, and it inspired a couple of thoughts in me. One was about evil. Is there really evil? Another one is, does grounding work? Does earthing work? So, if you're watching me for the first time, I'll just fill you in on earthing, what it is. It's actually just being barefoot on the ground, having your skin actually in contact with the earth, from the grass, from the dirt, as long as it's not like desert dirt where it's too dry. Some places in the desert you can still be grounded, but the point of grounding, earthing, is that it takes a static charge off of your body, first of all, and it also removes inflammation from your body by sending negative electrons, or actually free electrons, to your body from the earth. So just really quick, wanted to go ahead and talk about that because a lot of people have challenged me on earthing and said that I'm a quack and that earthing is just some whatever, not real thing that is being sold to people just for somebody else to make money. So let me just go ahead and speak on that for a minute. There is absolutely no doubt in the world that it makes a difference if you get in contact with the ground, if you are barefoot on the ground, as opposed to wearing shoes that are insulating you from the ground. There have been more than 12 studies at this point on the effects of grounding on a person. Double-blind controlled studies. That means that both the subjects and the administrators of the tests didn't even know who was grounded and who wasn't grounded. And in every case, there was a consistent difference for those people that were grounded versus the ones that weren't, in a positive way, and one that benefited health. So people have challenged me on some tests that I've did with the voltmeter. One thing I would like to say about the voltmeter test that I've done is there is no doubt, and one person actually apologized to me, and they pointed out that they did not realize something I'd done in my video. So they never came back and said that I actually did it wrong after I explained to them what I'm explaining right now. But you definitely can see with a voltmeter test that there is some type of charge on your body when you're not grounded. So when you touch the ground, there becomes no resistance between you and the ground. There's no positive charge on your body. So that's what the test is supposed to show. Bottom line is, though, is whether I do the test not right or not, you can't argue with the scientific facts that are shown from the data that comes from the studies. And this data is not like a theory or some kind of thing that is not proven. It's definitely proven. So my whole point in saying this is just that grounding is good, and you should do it. You should get grounded as much as you possibly can. And if you can do it outside for long enough, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to really start to experience a therapeutic benefit. This is because part of the reason anyway is that your cells are separating from each other. Instead of being clumped together, your red blood cells are getting zeta potential. That means they have a charge on them like magnets, and they push away from each other, which makes your blood flow more freely. And it so much so does this that people who ground more often are advised to check with their doctor if they're on any kind of a blood thinning medication, because they might not need to take it anymore. So I just thought that it would be important to explain this about grounding, that this is a good thing. And I used to have a relationship where I got paid pretty well to share about earthing. Now I'm not in that situation anymore. And I mean, maybe sometime I could be. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't be involved with earthing the company again. What I'm saying is that I'm not getting paid to say what I'm saying right now. I'm saying this because I want you to be grounded more often so that you can benefit from it. The only reason that I promoted the idea of having a grounding mat or an earthing sheet, something like that, is because that allows you to be grounded while you sleep, which gives you longer therapeutic benefit of grounding. And I still do it. I've done it since 2010 or something like that, and I will continue to do it. My whole family does it, and we all believe in it. And there are definitely changes that have occurred as a result of grounding that seem to be related directly to that. But one way or another, I believe in it, and that is why I speak about it, and it's also backed by science. So there's a little bit about earthing, so go get yourself grounded and you'll benefit. Next thing, evil, does it exist? I was reading comments on a couple of videos that I made. One of them was about quitting marijuana, and another one was about another subject, but that subject came up, and there's obviously a big debate in the world about does God exist or not, and what is God, and or who is God, and is God real? And of course that's not going to stop that debate, because nobody's going to be able to prove their side one way or another. Now, getting back to the subject of is there evil, my answer, my opinion, is yes. And evil is, on a very basic level, just a lie. And the reason that I say that is because there are multiple levels of darkness that arise from a lie. And truth is not debatable. Some people say that truth is relative. Now, truth can't be relative, and that's refutable. You can actually, it refutes itself. I can say, truth is relative, and I can say, but if that's true, if truth is relative, then I can say truth is not relative. So it refutes itself. Let me know what you think about that. Now, going back to the subject of truth, just being in the light, being seen, being out in the open, that is what truth is. You see who I am, you see what I look like, you see me for who I am, for what I'm saying. I'm telling you something real about myself. Now, that's true. It's also true facts. What can I prove to be true? I can prove that there's gravity by holding something and dropping in it, and you know that gravity exists. That's true. It's a fact. So anything that is anti-truth, that tries to keep the truth hidden, is in essence a lie. But not just a lie, it is, for me, the start of evil. Because when you're hiding, you are basically not fully able to express yourself, and this hurts you inside. Not saying that you need to express everything that you think. Obviously that could be bad. but the truth of who you are, like if you're doing something that you feel bad about because you know that for some reason or another that it's not accepted by the world, and you hide that thing about yourself, it's going to take its toll on you, and that can bring out other things in you that are not good, because it starts to change your whole perspective on how you think of others. Because maybe, for example, because you're hiding, you start to justify that whatever it is that you're doing that you're hiding is okay to do. And in some cases this might be okay, and this might be true, and it might be real, but if it's something that you really kind of question, then maybe it's not something that's necessarily good for you or good for other people, or it has some negative consequences to people, and that's why it's frowned upon. I'm not saying that I agree with all of the things that people frown on. Of course I don't, not at all. But, so, you're hiding this thing that is a questionable thing. Now, you hear from other people from outside of you talking about people who do this thing that you do. They don't know you do it. They talk bad about the people. You start to develop this attitude towards these people that is not a good one. And you don't share with them your thoughts about what you think about it, or you don't tell them that you do it, so you're still in hiding. Then you start to think, if you've justified this thing yourself, then you start to think that these people are wrong. And so now not only are these people are wrong, but you're not even telling them that they're wrong because you don't want to confront them. So you've basically hidden truth by not letting a free flow of truth. And if you're hiding truth to prevent yourself from going to jail, then I don't blame you at all. I understand, and everybody wants to stay free, so it would be understandable if you were doing something that was just a minor thing that is illegal, and you didn't want to talk about it because you didn't want people to know about it. But my whole point is that hiding is like the origination of evil. And I could go on a lot more about that, but for now, maybe we'll just end it there and just say, please tell me what your thoughts on this are, because I would love to hear. So this is day 3 of 21 days of videos for you, revealing stuff about me, being whatever it is that I am, for you to see, for you to criticize, for you to like, for you to love, for you to hate if you want to hate. But here I am. Love you. Thanks for watching.